Hi. Hello. That was an intense hello. Alright. A little cold. The heating in my room has stopped working. That depends on the kind. I did hear Ireland. I was right here. I appeared when they were apparently talking about me. Wasn't my intention, but it happened. What exactly did Ireland say? Hello, Susan. Your father will be here in a minute. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hello. You guys have fairy lights. Mine just aren't really clear
I didn't put them on. That explains a lot of things.
yet. I was thinking
It's
so.
okay. Everything was blurry and I wasn't sure why.
Yeah, sorry for that. Uh, things have happened.
You can mostly forget that they're there. It's like there's no rims. They just don't.
I guess since you wear them so often, when they're not there, you just kind of forget that they're not there.
And when you find them, you're like, oh, right. The world is actually like 180p rather than 240p.
The quality of the world degraded with me. Scotland. I know I like Scotland. I would like to Scotland more. Work. Get it.
What's happening in Scotland?
Apparently Scotland likes me, which is totally. So I
I
think,
mean, the old alliance.
yeah, Sweden. You need someone to babysit Zealand.
No, Finland's actually with Zealand,
That's
or
weird.
should be. That's what I thought. Like, unless he didn't, I'm not sure why he'd lie to me.
Used an excuse to not show up.
He's
What's he
just
reading?
read IS.
What's he reading? What I say not be here. I'm not gonna be here then.
Iceland's here.
No, Iceland's messaging me. I've told them that I'm doing this. They're still.
Maybe the elves stole him again.
mm. Like I love him, but jeez, I need to stop looking.
I'm
I
surprised
got really,
Hannah Tomago was on the keyboard.
I got really confused for a second because I asked what Finland was reading, and I thought that was the title of the book.
That would be um, an interesting book.
It's just Finn's guide to how to get away with messing up your work. The dog did it.
Currently, I'm away from the house, so I cannot currently cuddle Finland.
Yeah. The teddy bear might be useful at the moment. Finland isn't much available. I didn't hear any last time I was Denmark.
Denmark got trapped in his Lego fort and won't be joining us.
Again?
I know,
I swear,
he's so bad at
every
making a door.
Every time he's supposed to come and doesn't, it's something to do with Lego. Like Lego Fort, Lego Date. What was another one? What, Lego Caught in His Hair?
I think he had 2 Lego dates.
Oh, two, yeah. I think one was Valentine's Day and one was just
A regular date with Lego. I think his bed is Lego. Like, it's just surrounded by Lego and then there's a mattress. And I think that's his bed.
Why we don't stay there anymore.
I think it was a good choice when I left.
Ah, yes, because back then there was Lego everywhere.
Except it was made out of, like, wood. Wooden Lego. It's just a bad time.
It's a bad time for Lego. Yeah, that's
It burnt nicely, though.
real history. The real history was Lego.
Lego always existed. The stone, then it was wood. Now it's plastic.
Lego was the real cause of all the wars.
The real reason why we became Vikings. To get away from the Lego at home. Bring Lego to other tribes.
Invading to provide them with Lego because we didn't. Well, we didn't. Denmark just thought we were sharing it with the world. Maybe that's
Who
why
might be alone?
That's why Ireland doesn't like us. We just gave him way too much Lego.
Is that a bad thing that Denmark's alone? Oh.
Well, it's not like he can do anything. He's trapped.
Yeah, like he's inside his own fort of his own making. Like, he's safe there. He can't exit.
He's literally trapped in an area of Lego surrounding him. He can take
like you can't Lego.
Like, he can take maybe one step forward and one step back. He might try and extend it, but he can't get out. He's encased himself.
Well, I don't think he should. We should just leave him there.
Maybe this time he'll learn.
We can be hopeful. We'll like throw food over the ceiling bit.
That he can't quite reach.
Iceland is either with Frigid or with the elves.
Iceland is at home with the elves. And he's currently gaming, which is Yeah, the original conversation, he was just telling me about what was happening in his game. I was busy getting ready for this. So I was like, wow, great. And I thought he got mad at me. He didn't. I thought he did because he was, Jesus, oh my God.
Will Denmark really learn? That is the question. We don't know. We should keep trying.
I don't think we can try. It's all we ever hope for these days, that maybe one day he Lego wall is wood.
The Lego is taller than him.
I don't know how he managed it, but he did.
He made stilts of Lego and put them on his feet to reach the top. And once he was done, he threw the stilts over the other side.
I think he tried to add them onto the top by standing on his tiptoes, but then they fell over the edge, and then he was done. He can't legalize everything. He's stuck.
He's legalized himself.
He just can't do anything until someone goes help him, or he just destroys it all. At which point he will cry.
I mean, I guess he could, like, shake it so it eventually falls over onto its side and get out that way.
And then the chance it like splits in half, he will cry.
Exactly. So it's either he's stuck there forever or he cries. I think he's more likely to risk being stuck there forever.
Leland, are you there?
Why are you at Denmark's house? Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, Leland's just watching it.
Casually reading the book called Reading with Sealand next to him on the couch with Denmark's giant construction, like 1 foot by 1 foot.
You see Denmark's hand appear out every so often as he tries to jump out.
That might not be what's happening, but that's what we're picturing.
Exactly.
Then how do you know he peed himself?
Sealand, I think you should do that. It would truly make you part of the family, just leaving him to his own devices.
So, are you, like, on the phone with Denmark?
He told you.
Like, I'm not sure.
How did he get drunk in his...
In his, like, this is just more and more confusing.
It was a new... He hasn't been
He's been in there since New Year's?
He has not been in there that long. I saw him like 3 days ago.
Oh, I think he, told Sealand that when he's in those self-made prisons, he pees himself. I guess.
And Sealand can just tell it's already happened this time.
Could have been better.
What, Britain's treatment?
A little bit.
Sealand? Wait, why am I the one?
Language. I will tell Finland that you swore.
And Mama Bear won't be happy.
He's probably making a tally of every time you swear, so that he can make a punishment.
Just like, how many times did you swear this week? Right, okay.
And there are levels of punishment depending on how many times you swear.
Say you don't expect things. I'm sure it'll be more than not getting ice cream. That's just what he's telling you now.
And then when the time comes, it'll be like, no video games. You're in the box called Sealand for a week.
Yeah, Finn, you should do that. If you're reading this, you should do that.
Maybe not for like a week, maybe like 4 hours. Sure he does.
Yeah. Do you wanna call him, sweet? Cool, Finn.
Yeah. Just give me a sec. My charger is dying. You have nightmares about the box. It's not even that big. What? Why do you have nightmares about the box?
It's a fair sized box, kid. You're terrible. Both of us, or Are you okay, Sealand? You're just typing a lot right now.
It's a lot of
Is
typing.
your son drunk?
Finland's not picking up. It's fine. It's totally fine. I'll just
I'll
text
just
him.
send him a snap. I'll send a Snapchat of the chat as proof.
Why is Hannah on your keyboard?
There. I am going to send that to him.
Put your son in the box. Ah, yes, perfect.
And sent. Yeah, we never did get the answer of how Sealand knows Denmark is peeing.
Yeah, like that could have just been a once thing. Well, no, because he told you on New Year's, but this is a different incident. This is an entirely different incident.
Right now, I imagine he's enjoying himself and not realizing he's trapped.
Give him like an hour, and then he'll be like, wait.
He will be calling in an hour. Like, someone help. But we won't. Because I'm gonna sleep after this.
He'll be happily having fun until he decides, I need the washroom. And then it will be, where's the door?
He's not smart enough. I have seen this fort. He's been building it for days. There's no window.
There's no windows, there's no doors. He's like, those are wasteful and structurally unsound. He doesn't.
That thing, Sealand, he doesn't. It's why he's not here.
He probably forgot about this as well.
He's a grown man, Sealand. He'll get out his by himself. He might have to break his fort to do it, and then he will cry, but he will get out.
We did actually have questions.
Did we? Oh.
Yes, I know. I'm impressed too. One of them was about favorite gods. Didn't matter religion. Favorite god, any myth or religion.
Loki.
Hmm?
Loki.
Ah, yes.
How many times have you said? Yeah. I'm not sure why I like Loki so much.
Maybe because you're also a bit of a trickster.
Probably. People are usually surprised when they do it, so I'll use that excuse for now.
I'm a fan of Frigga. And then another question was, what do I think of my Nio, Clara? I'm impressed with her hair. Like, it's really tight curls, and I'm not sure how she does anything. It's impressive. That was it. We were up to date on questions.
Oh, okay, so not many. Oh.
thoughts on 2B Norway
Oh.
and Norway Nile?
Chilpi is frustrating. Likes to bug me, but not in the way that Denmark does. What the heck?
Sorry about that. The other people at this conference are being loud out in the hallway. My 2P is boisterous.
Your Norway is okay. I honestly don't see her often. We just tend to keep to ourselves.
So.
Near Norway.
Laura is totally Merida, except she wants to get married.
Where's your favorite place? Oh, what's your favorite place to go on vacation? I'm not sure. I like traveling around a lot. I like seeing a wide variety of places. I went to see South Africa a few months back. Not a few months back, but half a year ago now. And it was very unique. So I like that, but I don't think I'll be going back anytime. Quite expensive. And a long flight. Still being loud?
A little bit. I yelled at them. It's fine. I like going to the mountains for vacations. And like the ski lodges where it's like all the wooden thing and then the fireplace.
That's very
The rustic look.
I consider those more weekends. Mr. Norway, would you like some? No, I've got people being loud. Yeah, sure. Always a good, kind of related, but kind of not related. Denmark was going to send me butter chocolate about a year ago. He still hasn't.
Hmm.
It really angers me. It was around Christmas time, not last year. No, not last year, but the year before. And he mentioned he had some, and that he'd send me some. And it never happened. He keep reminding me. But, no.
Go yell at him.
Hmm?
Go yell at him.
No, not right now. No,
Wait until after he's.
I was gonna say I'd be yelling at a Lego wall.
Yeah, wait until after he's yelling for help. And go like, I won't help you unless you give me the butter chocolate.
Yeah. It's been too long now. I need it. Just at this point because it's been promised. Sounds like a sandwich.
I'd watch that movie. What? A mint should be mint flavored.
Yeah. Well, don't get me wrong, I like butter, but not when it goes into mint. That's not how they're
Uh,
supposed to.
like, chocolate mint works, but buttermint?
They probably were.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
thinking
know.
it's like popcorn
Mm.
and mint. Can't imagine that tastes good.
But all this talk of food is making me hungry. Do I have any good hope? Because these folks are actually making me feel ill, but I'm hungry, so.
Gosh.
I have been told off so many times in the past few days for eating these grapes because they cause me pain when I eat them. But I'm
What are some funny childhood memories?
eating people up, and that was fun.
Yeah. Going on those voyages, killing people. Good, wholesome childhoods.
Meeting Finland for the first time was funny. Would you care to share that story?
You mean when I was walking out in the blizzard? Yeah, okay. So, it was blizzard. When I was younger, I was tall and bulkier than people my age usually were. So I was walking through a forest in a blizzard, and suddenly I get shot with an arrow out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it. I was just walking, and then this little blonde kid comes out of like the forest, and he's like, "I thought you were a bear," and I'm like, "What?" And there's no parents, so I'm like, "You're coming with me." And then I took him back to Norway and Denmark while bleeding. It was fun.
We
Good
found it
time.
funny. We found it funny that, like, you with your height, and then Finland with his height, and you had been damaged by him. Especially since we'd seen you in, like, Viking raids, and then this small child-like thing had damaged you.
I wasn't expecting it.
We weren't expecting you to come back with a blonde boy, but it happened.
I mean, fair.
You wanted to see what you could find out there. We didn't expect you to bring back a person.
I honestly wasn't expecting it either. But that's life, I guess.
Mm. Definitely shaped a certain part of life. Imagine what things would have been like if that hadn't happened.
We'd probably still be under Denmark's reign.
Mm.
Or at least for a longer time than we were.
A longer time period. I might still have been, because then you wouldn't have lost Finland, and then the whole yeah,
Kerfuffle.
that yeah. So I would probably still. So it like
If I'd have left, I don't know. I might not have adopted you.
yeah, because
Or bought you off eBay.
you spoke to Finland about children at some point, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
So if you hadn't had that discussion, probably wouldn't have been thought about having kids. So yeah,
Yeah, Finland was my first stray I collected.
collected. Have a collection.
He shot me. I think I'm allowed. I'm not home. Okay.
Sleeping on the couch wherever you are, you must do it.
Oh, damn, the couch isn't long enough for me.
Or when you get home. When are you getting home? I imagine it will be a while.
Be next week, Wednesday, I think. I think the embarrassing story has been said by me. Getting shot by a person who's half your height is rather embarrassing.
Hmm.
But that leaves you, Norway.
Well, it says of each other. I don't want to talk about my own story. Others, though. I think
Okay.
Denmark, we've told an embarrassing story of what he's currently going through. With the fridge.
Oh, Iceland.
As
Can I tell about Frigid?
just explain frigid because I think that does not
Okay.
which is ongoing.
So, it's still going. So, a few years ago, I came back home and went into my garage to find Iceland sitting at a table with candles lit and roses, and the other side of the table was my fridge. So it was ongoing, this romance that Iceland had had with my fridge called Frigid. I think they had a bit of a breakup like last year. I think they might have made up. Like Frigid wore this beautiful bikini for Iceland. Do you not remember that? He had pictures.
I repressed it.
I couldn't. It was too much to repress.
I like to think that this was not my influence and that it was Denmark's. I mean, he's the one that dates Lego.
I mean,
so that's all
fair enough.
Denmark's.
But that's why we're saying he's possibly on a date with Frigid, who is a Fridge.
Gaming date with Frigid. Oh, I thought Finland got back to me. It's not Finland.
Who got back to you?
It wasn't Finland.
Oh, darn.
Message from England. It's about the Cursed Child theatre show thing.
Ah. Weird. Jeez, what?
Like, why have you sent this to me? I'm busy.
Because they're obviously like, you need to look at this.
You won't shut up.
We did get a question.
Oh, what's wrong with it? Oh,
about embarrassing stories about Zealand.
Zealand? Okay. Yes, I got away with it. I haven't.
It was further up, and then Zealand spammed the chat.
No, I see embarrassing stories about Zealand. But I never got the embarrassing stories about me, which I'm quite proud of. I like to think that means I have very few. Zealand.
You had some occasional ones.
Yes, but none that you want to unless you wish to die. I will shoot you again.
Please. I was gonna say that would be an embarrassing story, but that would be embarrassing for me.
It's for you.
For the reason it happened.
Exactly. So you don't want to tell my story.
We've already had an embarrassing for me, and also Finland. I was really embarrassed about that.
I'm always the only one that can't have stories told, just because either it reflects on someone else, or I just refuse to let people tell those stories.
Or he has blackmail. And I don't want another bullet. Thanks.
Exactly.
He shot me before, he'll shoot me again.
I still find it hilarious that both the truth and narrative have shot you. I can't remember the full story. But I remember there was one time involving a fish and a fridge, and Phelan was staying with me. I really don't remember the full story. But
I'm not sure I've heard this story.
I don't know. I think he just found the fish in the fridge. And he decided that it smells funny, so he was going to try and prank someone with it. But then it all fell on top of him. I don't remember exactly how it all happened. I think he was trying to prank me because it was my fish, and I had gone out for a while to do something. And by out, I mean
You left Sealand alone.
I was gonna say, I went out in the garden. I did not abandon your child.
Okay. The other thing, or the other embarrassing memory I can think of, is the washing machine incident with Denmark, where Sealand was like, Denmark, yo, push me into the washing machine or the tumble dryer.
Oh my god, I forgot that.
How could you forget that? It's the reason why Denmark's not allowed to babysit.
I was thinking more of the time when I think it was Denmark that got stuck to the roof, or did he stick Sealand to the roof? I don't remember which one it was. I was more of that.
And there was also when Denmark jumped off the roof, and Sealand was like, I want to do that. We have many embarrassing stories about Sealand and Denmark, usually together.
Don't leave your son with Denmark. It's not okay.
I try not to, but occasionally he's the only one available. You had a question about EU.
Oh, Finland replied to my contact. Okay, Norway when the others at uni. I do my own work. I still have my own work to do. It's not like school where everyone else has a class and I don't. I still have my own work to do. They have their work to do. I have my own trade, my own country to deal with. I don't sit down and read a book while everyone goes off. There are many countries around the world who are not part of the EU.
I think it's more because we're right beside you.
I mean, even with that though, it's not like I spend every waking moment with you people. A lot of my time, yes, but we all do our own work.
Have you ever suffered from unrequited love? And towards whom?
It depends on what you mean by that. Because of our jobs, sometimes people would try to start, or your bosses try to start unions, and then another side doesn't want that union. So then that kind of affects you personally. But then there is also the more personal kind, which is within us as opposed to our jobs. If that makes sense.
Guys, I was thinking, well, the more personal.
In a personal sense, no,
I have, but it was a human. So, not really relevant in today's scheme, but was my first crush, so to say.
In my case, it was more of it was always requited, but not always able to.
So it was like an affection, but not deep enough to be love.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad you don't feel them. You're quite young.
Yeah, that would be very bad. I mean, it wouldn't be bad, but I'd appreciate if you could not have love for another, like, 3 decades. I'd appreciate that.
Stephen coming home next week. Hey, Dad, meet my partner.
Oh, jeez. Not be about that.
That reminds me, Finland just responded. What did Finland say? Sun is grounded.
What?
Finland says Sun is grounded.
Okay, good. New grounded child, how do you feel? Which was Norway's song? I can't remember.
I missed part of the show.
Which song was yours last year?
Oh, which song? If it's last year,
I'd assume last year's.
then the year before was Monster Like Me. The year before that was Silent Storm. Last year, Icebreaker. So there was a lot of differing opinions about that because of how the type of music changed. A lot of people were saying we tried to cram in too many different genres of music. When I first heard it, I was a bit skeptical, but I do like it a lot now. I'm focusing more on the lyrics than anything else, and the lyrics are beautiful. So thank you for loving the song. I just wish the rest of Europe did. Sweden, you were the only person, the only country in the Nordics that made it through, and that's because you automatically qualified.
It's because of ABBA, obviously.
I mean, you automatically qualify because you were hosting it, but okay. Not everything is because of ABBA.
Everything is because of ABBA. The universe was created because of ABBA.
If Sweden can't explain something, it was ABBA.
Of course. IKEA was created because of ABBA.
Logic.
10 out of 10.
Wait, you don't have an explanation for why IKEA was created? The business people
Maybe. Maybe someone wanted a furniture shop. Maybe ABBA wanted a furniture shop.
Every time I think of IKEA though, I just remember one time going to Denmark and he just covers my face as we walk past it, like, don't look at that Swedish shop. And I didn't understand why he was covering my face at first.
You're like, why is your hand so close?
It's just like, remove yourself, please. Honestly, a lot of Eurovision songs can be interpreted that way. I personally think Silent Storm is a personal one to me, but Monster Like Me could also be a talking or apologizing.
Nah, it's because of ABBA. It's nothing to do with me being the host country.
So if you hadn't made it through, would that be because of ABBA? That's the real question.
Yes.
Because they don't live up to ABBA. Which means
But not
Moms
many
is
people
equivalent.
do.
Does this mean Moms is equivalent to ABBA?
Now you've got that song stuck in my head.
What, Waterloo?
Yeah. You're
Norway,
looking
you
at.
can do. I am not the only Nordic who can do magic. Iceland can as well, but he represses it in Harry Potter. He thinks it's odd. So ask him about it. Ask him about it, and he will know it. But he can do magic just like I can. Not to the same stand because he doesn't practice it. But he is capable. Yes, Peter does try. With disastrous results. It's why you don't stay
So
with
he
me
takes
after
after the British Isles a lot more than in that aspect.
Mm.
I am obviously the dancing queen.
I'm not even gonna deny it. It's sweet.
No one else. It's just me.
He had a dance off with Denmark and completely destroyed him.
Denmark was annihilated. He couldn't get back up.
Another time he cried in the Lego fort.
He made a Lego fort specifically called Sweden Fuck Off. I can dance. And then he cried in that one.
Thing is, he actually spelled out those words
Yes.
in the Lego.
In the walls.
Thing
So
is,
like,
he did it on
the rest of it was like one color. Hmm?
He did this on the inside, so it faced him, but to us it was backwards.
Yes. You had to look at a mirror to figure out what he was actually trying to say.
We thought he was creating a new language. Or that he was drunk.
Hmm?
Either that or he was drunk, probably both.
Oh. He was drunk and trying to create a new language.
Mm.
The worst combinations.
It's gonna sound mean, but I feel like that's how Welsh turned into being.
Probably.
I was once in a Skype call with him, and he decides he wants to learn Welsh. He can't pronounce the first word.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Welsh is an interesting language.
I went to Wales a few years back, and signs were. They had the English there as well, but it's just, geez. I should have a Welsh flag among them.
Hmm?
I have way too many flags and a Welsh flag.
Yeah, all of my flags are there.
I have 5 up there that are tiny ones that can just be in stands. And then I'm thinking I can't reach. Turns out I can't reach anyway because I'm short. I just have a box of flags up there that I couldn't put up anywhere because they didn't stand by themselves like those do. So I brought them here with me and they're just sitting in the box. It's sad.
Haven't bothered to put them up yet.
It's sad.
Is it soft? It looks soft.
It's very soft. At least it's not those weird lip things that I had before.
Hmm.
I don't even remember where I got that. I think America gave it.
Was it a terrible gift?
I mean, it was a cushion of big lips that when I got bored I would just put them in front of my face. So they were entertaining at least. I think if you look at old panels, there's probably me doing that somewhere.
Probably.
Oh, someone's messaging again. Is it now opened? Son
Oh
needs to
no.
behave. The box for him.
Who's in a box?
Son needs to behave or box for him. Message from your wife.
Ah.
So, any last minute questions? You've got like 5 minutes left.
I think my phone's just crashed. Also on Snapchat.
Snapchat. Showing everything.
Oh no, I think it went. Good. We got it.
My Snapchat is just currently my dad's face. That's weird.
Maybe we should send a snap to Denmark to see how he's faring in his Lego fort.
Yes, but now because of Sweden and scared he will be killed.
Depends who's leading the Nordic meeting. Because, like,
When it's Denmark, it is relatively unproductive.
he makes us
likes
sit
to
on
catch
Lego chairs.
He likes to catch up with us all, and then he forgets that we're actually doing our job. Like, we could have seen him the day before, and he'll use the meeting to ask what's been going on with us.
It's not as though we'd gone out in, like, a public place the previous night just to catch up or anything. Of course not.
To be fair, he was probably very drunk. Finland sends their love to you.
Aw.
I don't like being the messenger with it.
Okay, I'm gonna send Finland a Snapchat.
Good.
It doesn't break my phone again. That'd be good.
Son requests your help.
Why do you wish for my help, child? What have you done? What about the dog? Oh. I'm not sure how to help you. Like, I'm not exactly in the other room.
Was it actually you, Sealand? Did you knock over the plant and go? You sure?
You just blaming the dog? Yes, you're just blaming the dog? Well, she's a white dog. Like,
You could have just gone in the garden. It's a very outdoorsy plant. Does the
for
need?
something of her size, it's surprising.
Sealand, this could all be you. I've looked after Hannah before. She's a good dog.
She's only broken a vase once. And that was a rare circumstance. She was like, it was after she'd gotten fixed, I believe is the word. And she was like high off the medication that they give them, and she walked like right into a vase.
Thing is, Sealand,
Are you sure you're...
Were you terrorizing?
Hannah doesn't run.
I'm starting to think her son was chasing the dog.
I'm starting to think that too.
Hannah doesn't run. She's lazy. I've looked after her for a whole weekend and she doesn't do much.
Your Snapchat is beautiful. I will just share it.
What did you say?
Dancing Queen lyrics. Once a dancing queen, there is no going back to queen. That is the speech bubble. Okay, so that means our time is up.
1 a.m. here.
Hmm?
1 a.m. here.
Oh yeah, well, you know, the hour mark.
Sick.
It's also dark here, but it's winter. So, see you guys later.
The fabulous Norway. Am I the fabulous Norway? Well,